That is Super Robot Wars Y. I must say I enjoyed this game more than I did the previous game in the series in Super Robot Wars 30. The animations are better for the most part. There are some stragglers, but I quite enjoy it. The difficulty is acceptable.
Anybody saying good games in here, mods, ban them out of my chat. Thank you.
Yeah, you could always turn back the clock and see the end if you want. I kind of wish that they completed some of the story plot points, especially Witch of Mercury. I don't like that they left that undone. Unless they bring it back in the expansion DLC, if they do that. The last mission's first part of the last mission was harder than the last boss. Oddly enough, the last boss didn't feel very last bossy. It did, animation wise and everything, but something felt like it wasn't very. I know there's another choice I could have made earlier on, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. But yeah, the first part of this was definitely the true last boss, man. That is pain. I think another complaint I had was an issue with the newer games where there'd be like laser beams, too much projectiles, and melee attacks. For some reason, melee attacks given a bad burner at times. I don't know. I kind of wish that whoever did the animations for like Wing Gundam and Loon Rock, I kind of wish they would just always use them, but whatever. And fun fact, the DLC for the game DLC 2 is gonna be out. It should be already out already as early access, I believe, but I don't intend to get that. Well, I might get it, but not anytime soon. There's no reason for me to. I have to think about it, man, because yeah, this has been September, October, November, December, February. Let's give it about 5 months it took me to beat this game. 4 or 5 months it took me to beat it. Almost 300 hours of gameplay it took me to beat this game. I definitely got my money's worth, I tell you what. Yeah. The game kind of it overstayed its welcome, but I don't feel as fatigued as I did at the end of 30, which is strange because I have to go back and check to see if it took me longer to beat 30 than this. But I feel like I was playing Super Bowl was 30 longer than this game. But this game is still long too. I would definitely give it about a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe between a 7.5 and I don't want to give it an 8 because it doesn't feel like an 8 out of 10. 7.5 feels appropriate. I don't know. Maybe because I played some of the older games that are more quality, but they did a really good job at. I feel like the series is going in a good direction with this game, animation wise and story wise, and how they handle the mechanics of the game. I think they're going in a direction where they could get a 9 out of 10 for this. Maybe a 9 out of 10 game in the future, or 8 out of 10. But this game is really close to 8 out of 10. Maybe I'm just being kind of picky with not wanting to give it an 8 out of 10. But 7.5, 8 out of 10 is what I would give it. But yeah, anything more than that is definitely a no-go. It's probably because too it's overpriced as well. It's an overpriced game. I like this series, so I was willing to pay extra cash for the premium music. And and the DLC because I like the series, so that's why. But shit is way overpriced. They had no business charging us that much for premium music. And then the quality of the DLC is questionable at times. Big OS, big
Went
O.
back to the bathroom, got more water. Got that Irish Spring bar, threw the bar away after I was done. Smack, got it, rinsed it again. Put it back in the pussy.
They had to pay the thousands of people still being listed in the credits, I guess. The amount of licensing in this game is part of the reason of its expense too. That was definitely a flicking LTG Live. Yeah, that was definitely a fan. Definitely a real life fantasy went through there. Then Dank, what would you rate 30 then? 6. It's 5 is average to me. I guess for some 7 would be average, but yeah. But 30 just felt like a flicking drag, man. I'm not sure if it took me longer to beat this game, but 30 just felt like it flicking drag. Way too long. I just really hope in like the next game they don't use flicking the rabbits again. Please, for the love of God, no more. No more Daba, no more Gun Sword, no more Code Geass. Please use another team. Use another series for Pete's sake. No Full Metal Panic, please. I'm not a fan of Full Metal Panic in these games. No Full Metal Panic, no flicking. They could bring back Witch of Mercury because that needs to finish. But no Full Metal Panic, no flicking Code Geass again, please. No, I don't know, man. Use something else, man. Or maybe an OG game for Pete's sake. Anyways, the credits is up. You gonna thank me for playing or something now?